Happy Thursday. I'm Wiley, your favorite information scientist, checking in live from Critical Approaches to Black Media Culture Representation and Resonance. It's going on. It started today and it lasts through this Saturday. It's my first time ever coming here. It's been a very wonderful, amazing, awesome experience. You say why? It's because people are kind. They come and talk to you and say, hey, what's your name? What institution are you with? You presenting and attending, or either or. They're very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Today's sessions were race, Afrofuturism, or Afrofuturism, whichever way you say it, I'm not sure. Aesthetics, intimacies and relationships, resistance and revolution. I attended intimacies and relationships, where they had moving toward the Black affect Black diaspora and digital intimacies, moving toward a theory of Black digital relational intimacies. They also had a qualitative study of the perceptions of Black men on the media portrayals of Black gender and romance and their views of marriage in the 21st century. There was also Blacked Out Vanilla, redressing Black masculinity in the age of digital interracial pornography. And I also had listened in before going to that room. I had listened to the talk on Canceling Black News. It was talking about Ron Scott and the racial politics of local broadcasting in Detroit. That was a really good conversation. That was a good room too. They had a lot of good talks. They had Black media in the diaspora. They had Jihad of Images, notes on Black revolutionary nationalism, the Islamic and the legacy of Malcolm X. As well as the story of Catcher Freeman and C.L.R. James Black Jacobins. I'm not going to try to pronounce all that. I don't know. But I went to the first one before. I went to the Canceling Black News. I was in that room. And then I switched over to Intimacies and Relationships. Really wonderful people here. And then they also had, right before lunch, they had a session that talked about documentaries and storytelling. That was very good. And I went to that before lunch. And they also had, at the same time, they had seminars on the archive, genre and storytelling, and re-examining the Black Southern Gothic. This afternoon, they had Blackness as Media, and they had platform practices. That's where I was at. Because they had one that was talking about because what the hell is ghetto makeup, but technological ambivalence and self-naming on TikTok. And I left that one and headed over to Comedy and Humor. They were talking about the Black Lady Sketch Show, and then also was curious about how they would talk about the Miss Pat Show, because I've been seeing a lot of comments about the season finale. I didn't stay long enough to see if she covered that because I was just listening and tuning in, and then I left that one and that session and headed over to Being and Belonging, and I got a chance to hear Professor Stevenson's talk about Real Nigga Hours, Blackness as the Uncanny Valley. Great talk. And I also really enjoyed Dr. Cassidy Campbell from Ohio State that talked about a case for techno-antagonism, the cybernetic uncanny as presence in aesthetics. There have been some really great conversations, some really great talks. The people are very nice. This is the first time I've ever been here, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. We went to this place for lunch. I went with Dr. Campbell and two other scholars. I think it was called Havana Post. I had the catfish bowl. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. That bowl was the goodness of the Lord. Let me tell you something. It was wonderful. Anyway, that was it. So that's my first day. I have no idea what I'm really going to in the morning. I know I'm going, but I present at 2 o'clock. So I'm getting ready to practice my talking points for at least another hour. And definitely in the morning. And I have to send Adrian my slides. So that's what I'm doing. It's my first time here. I've enjoyed it. I'm so glad I came. The people are genuinely nice. I love to go to the nice conferences and the conferences. It's not just that the conference is nice, because I know it's an honor and a privilege to be able to go to the conference, but it's when you meet caring people. We don't talk enough about how it's amazing to meet caring scholars and caring people, and how when you have fascinating conversations all around you, and there's so many places to go and listen, and people that you share similar interests or just similar experiences or just similar things. I really loved every moment of being here, and I'm grateful that my advisor told me about it, because I will definitely write this down as a conference to attend. Y'all be safe out there. Have a good night. Peace. Thanks for listening. I'm Wiley, your favorite information scientist.